Malia, she's making movies. So she made her first.
Who they're going to become, right? And we want to make sure there's a space for them.
Malia and Sasha.
Michelle and I were talking about me running. Our biggest concern was, will our kids end up weird?
The ways that we find reconciliation.
Born into power, raised in privilege, Malia and Sasha Obama didn't just grow up in the White House. They grew up with access to a world most people will never see. With million-dollar properties, supercars, and Hollywood connections, the Obama sisters are quietly building empires of their own. This is the world they live in, up close. Obama's kids. They were once two little girls climbing the White House stairs with their puppy Beau, living history in the shadows of one of the most consequential presidencies of the 21st century. Today, Malia and Sasha Obama stand far from those innocent moments, navigating adult lives rich in influence, wealth, and the kind of privilege born from not just fame, but carefully curated legacy. With Malia stepping into Hollywood's inner creative sanctum and Sasha carving out her unique identity in both fashion and literature, the Obama daughters are no longer political side notes, they are burgeoning powerhouses of their own making. A birthright of power and prestige. Born into an already ascending political dynasty, both Malia and Sasha entered the world not just as daughters of Barack and Michelle Obama, but as future figures of global interest. Malia Ann Obama was born on July 4, 1998, symbolic in more ways than one, with Sasha, whose full name is Natasha Marion Obama, arriving 3 years later. Their childhood unfolded in public view, yet with a surprising level of dignity and privacy, thanks largely to their parents' insistence on shielding them from the political crossfire. When Barack Obama rose to the presidency in 2009, their lives transformed overnight. What followed was an 8-year masterclass in navigating power without pretension, visibility without scandal, setting a template for celebrity offspring on how to age gracefully into influence. Malia Obama. Malia's trajectory has been a slow burn into cultural relevance, mirroring her parents' methodical ascent. After interning on the sci-fi series Extant and working on HBO's Girls, her Hollywood journey reached a creative crescendo in 2021 when she was named a staff writer for Donald Glover's Swarm. The satirical psychological thriller was a far cry from the political limelight of her upbringing, and that's exactly the point. Malia is rewriting the narrative of first daughters, from ceremonial figure to serious creative voice. By 2023, Malia had debuted her first short film, The Heart, under Glover's production company. Showcased at top-tier festivals like TIFF and Sundance, the film explored grief with poetic subtlety, earning her Best Live-Action Short at Toronto. These aren't vanity projects padded by famous parents. These are serious creative efforts acknowledged by the toughest crowds in the industry. Add to that writing fees, potential directing deals, and long-term production stipends, and it's easy to see how her personal net worth has reportedly soared to $100 million. But behind this number lies deeper strategy. Trust funds, diversified portfolios, and inheritance structures common among America's elite. Sasha Obama. If Malia is the cinematic auteur, Sasha is the quietly commanding style and culture influencer. After completing her degree in sociology at the University of Michigan in 2023, Sasha took a different route from her older sister. Entering the entertainment space via production roles, she later aligned herself with IMG Models, launching a high-fashion modeling career that turned heads and drew comparisons to contemporary it girls like Kendall Jenner and Gigi Hadid. Her fashion journey isn't just runway and red carpets. Sasha uses her visibility to champion causes, environmental sustainability, youth mental health, and racial justice. These aren't performative affiliations, but extensions of a worldview shaped inside the White House and sharpened by elite education. Sasha's debut children's book, Sasha's Garden, published in 2022, offered a heartfelt take on community, nature, and kindness, echoing Michelle Obama's legacy of health and family values. With estimated speaking fees of $50,000 per engagement and multiple brand endorsements under her belt, Dior, Calvin Klein, and more, Sasha's $10 million net worth continues to climb steadily, with potential to explode. Real estate empires and quiet opulence. While neither Malia nor Sasha flaunt wealth like the typical celebrity heir, their property portfolio and lifestyle choices are indicative of a life most can only imagine. Through family-held trusts and personal assets, Sasha's real estate footprint alone is worth approximately $7 million. From a luxurious $2.5 million home in an undisclosed area to a $1.5 million apartment in LA and land holdings in Malibu and San Diego, Sasha's portfolio screams long-term value, not just flash. Meanwhile, Malia's connection to her parents' properties, notably the $11.75 million Martha's Vineyard estate and the $8.1 million Kalorama Mansion in Washington, D.C., means access to serene writing retreats and spacious, secluded creativity zones. These properties boast features like private beach access, outdoor pools, and palatial guest wings, serving not only as vacation escapes, but also as strategic investments in America's priciest zip codes. The cars they could drive. Unlike many celebrity kids, the Obama sisters grew up under Secret Service protection, which prioritized safety over sports cars. But that hasn't stopped Sasha from curating a modest supercar collection of her own. Reports indicate she owns both a BMW X7 and a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, vehicles synonymous with luxury and power. While their social feeds remain largely understated, the quiet presence of high-end vehicles adds another layer to their affluent lifestyle. The Obama family reportedly has access to private jet travel, offering unmatched privacy and comfort. While not owning a jet outright, they frequently fly via chartered luxury aircraft for security and convenience. These jets feature plush interiors, gourmet catering, and top-tier service, fit for a family of global prominence and influence, not just their parents' daughters. What makes the Obama's daughters so compelling isn't just their affluence, but their refusal to become cliches. They've dodged the tabloid-fueled pitfalls that often plague presidential children. Instead, they've leaned into meaningful careers and causes. Malia's creative work taps into the complexities of identity and loss. Sasha's fashion-forward activism redefines what it means to be a Gen Z social leader. This combination of discipline, artistry, and access to resources paints a portrait not of passive heiresses, but of emerging moguls. And while their parents' influence certainly opened doors, the substance they've filled those rooms with is entirely their own. The future of the Obama legacy. As Malia and Sasha Obama come into their own, they represent the next evolution of one of America's most admired families. If Barack Obama redefined what it meant to be a black man in power, and Michelle reshaped the role of First Lady into that of a cultural titan, then their daughters are remixing legacy with modern resonance, turning privilege into platforms and wealth into impact. The trillionaire lives they lead are measured not just in money, but in intention. That's the real Obama legacy, and the daughters are just getting started. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the extraordinary lives of the Obama sisters, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a look inside the world of the rich, powerful, and unstoppable.